Dit programma wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door de premium partners van PSV en Brainport Eindhoven.
Ja, we zijn er weer! Hey Rob, goedemorgen jongens. Goedenavond, welkom bij PSV TV met een bijzondere gast die we lange tijd niet hebben gezien. En dat heeft natuurlijk alles te maken met een zeer zware periode die hij achter de rug heeft. Maar we zijn blij dat hij inmiddels zijn minuten weer heeft gemaakt voor het eerste van PSV. En het waren zijn allereerste minuten, kan ik zeggen, in Eindhovense dienst. Ryan Thomas is aangeschoven. Welkom Ryan. You understand a few words in Dutch, hè?
Yeah, I understand it definitely.
Okay. What are the most dirty words you
Dirty
you learn?
words? I don't think it's very good to say on camera, but
Okay.
it's definitely the things that you learn. I think the fastest being in a football team.
Ja, oké. Koen Heezakkers is ook aangeschoven van PSV TV.
Ik ken ook heel veel vieze woorden, maar dat
ja, dat geloof ik, ja. We're going to do it all in English, so you can understand it also. You just came back from the Dutch lessons. How is it going, the Dutch lessons?
Yeah, good for me. Obviously, most of the boys that are there have only just come this season.
Yeah.
So obviously my Dutch is a little bit ahead of theirs, but it's nice obviously to learn new things and learn the grammar and that sort of stuff that I didn't really learn in my time in Zwolle. So yeah, the more I learn, the better.
Yeah, the most important words are the words you were using on the pitch, I think.
Yeah. So the trainer gave the teachers 4 or 5 pages of words and different things that they say on the field that they think we should know. And yeah, to be fair, the boys have been good. They're quite smart. They've learned it quite quickly, and it's only good for them that they understand on the field.
And you were in a class with some other guys of PSV? Who?
Yeah, I mean with Timo, Ollie, Tony, Gaston, Bruma, and Mitro.
And who's the best one?
Oh, this is going to be difficult. Timo and Ollie are good.
Guys.
They're both good.
Yeah, the Germans.
Timo and Ollie. Now Ollie's French. Ollie's quite smart. But yeah, we do a little game at the end with the Kahoot quiz little game on our phones, and Timo's won the last couple of days. So I think he'll be happy to say he's the best.
But there's a lot of competition over there also.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. There's no taking it easy there.
Yeah. It's good to see you and to have you over here. How was it last week for you? What kind of experience you had?
Yeah, it was strange. I'm a player that doesn't normally get nervous for games. It's been a long time since I've been nervous. But yeah, like for instance, this moment is a strange feeling. Obviously, it's taken 12 months for me to get back, and even longer for to play games. So yeah, the day went a little bit longer than I had hoped. I mean, leading up to the game, I was.
How was it to put on your jersey and your shoes and everything?
Yeah, like you said, that's the nice part. I mean, when you come into the dressing room, you see your shirt hanging up over your place. That brings good feelings back, like you've had before. And yeah, it was just nice to be part of the team again, part of the group, and be able to do what I came here to do.
Yeah, was it emotional for you also?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, mostly when I came off and then went to sit on the bench, then I realized, I'm finally playing my first minutes. Yeah, this moment here.
Describe this. This was quite unique. What happened over there, because the whole bench was.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the trainers have always been good for me throughout the whole rehab. The players have all been good. They're always asking questions about how I'm going, what's going on.
Yeah.
So the whole time I've had the support from the trainers and the players, which is obviously what you want from the group as a player with coming into such an individual kind of program as a rehabilitation. So it's nice to know that, like, as I've made that that sort of re-entry into the team, that everyone's obviously happy for me.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing to have.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing to have. I can imagine that makes you proud, but I can also imagine that it were only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was too short for you.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the fitness is something that you can't really train on the fields here.
Yeah.
So training makes it a lot more difficult, obviously. So game fitness is what you need as a player coming back from such a long injury, and obviously I wanted to play a little bit longer, but it's not really doesn't really make sense to play much longer after being so long out. With my knees are obviously fine. There's nothing wrong with my knee, but just everything around needs to get used to playing again. And
how did your body react?
Yeah, like things like this. I mean,
you're not afraid at moments like this?
No, not anymore. No. It's been. I'm very confident in the knee that it's not gonna happen or nothing's gonna go bad or anything. I'm confident how strong the knee is now.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Is it stronger than it was before?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know for sure now that coming out of this rehab that the knee is stronger, the muscles around it are more equipped to handle certain things that I obviously hadn't done before. So there's one plus from the rehab, I guess.
Yeah. So okay, how are you going to build it up in the upcoming months, weeks?
Yeah, it's obviously difficult. I mean, we have the situation with Afalai as well. It's going to be quite similar to him. Him obviously, he was out for a little bit longer than I was.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a little bit shorter than that, but it's the same thing. It's difficult to get the game time and the minutes that you need to obviously feel like you're fit and feel like you're at the peak of your powers again.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to get that in training because obviously we play so many games and we can't really train for so long. We can't do too many 11v11 sort of things before games. So it's tough to sort of get into the flow of the team. So yeah, as long as we play as many friendly games as possible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's obviously difficult to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's a friendly game to be played, I'll be playing as much minutes as I can.
Yeah.
And then hopefully over time, over the next, say, month to 6 weeks to try and move back into the squad, I think.
Yeah, you played on the number 10 position, eh?
Yeah.
One of your favorite positions over there?
Yeah, it's obviously a nice position.
Yeah.
It's you get sort of a free role to sort of roam around in the midfield and things like that. I didn't play it much. Obviously, my time as well, I was playing as a winger early on and then as a holding midfielder.
Yeah, exactly. But it felt good over there?
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, like those moments that you don't get in training, that you get in games when you receive the ball and you have so many players coming at you. Those are the sort of moments that you miss in trainings and things that you need before you come back into the squad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's only good things for me.
So is there a fixed plan with Mark van Bommel? You discussed about your future here for the team and making minutes in the competition?
Not yet. It's obviously early doors with me coming into games and things like that, so we haven't really had a talk about that yet. I know that he's 100% behind me taking as much time as I need to get back to what I think is a good level for myself. And for me, that's nice that the trainer understands that and that he gives me the space and the time that I need to come back 100%.
Yeah, okay. We're going to talk later about the tough period you had last year. First, I'm going to switch to Koen because he always has the latest news. But we start with maybe the most important, biggest news last week. Let's take a look about this. Can you explain what happened over here?
I asked my girlfriend to marry me, propose to her.
I think she said yes.
Yeah, luckily. It's obviously great. I mean, I've been with her 5 years now, especially after the year that I've had, the tough year that I had, how important of a role she plays in my life. Yeah. And yeah, it was just nice that I was able to make a little romantic night out of the whole thing.
How was it for her to have a boyfriend who is injured?
Yeah, she'll be the first to say it's not easy. Especially I went through a period where I come home and I wouldn't talk, I wouldn't do anything, I wouldn't want to do anything. I've said before that I got a little bit depressed at certain moments. So yeah, for her it's obviously difficult when I come home after being away for 8 hours, that I come home, sit on the couch and don't want to talk or something like that. So it's obviously difficult for her. She realised it was a tough time, and yeah, it was obviously towards the end when everything started getting better. Obviously I started opening up a little bit more, and yeah, to sort of cap off the whole 12-month rehab with this was a nice thing to do, especially for her as well.
Yeah, she supported you very good in that period.
No, I didn't.
She's Dutch.
She's Dutch, yeah. No, I was way too nervous to do it in Dutch.
Nou, Koen, kom maar op met dat nieuws.
Ja, we moeten natuurlijk wel eventjes hebben over het interlandvoetbal dat de afgelopen dagen flink is losgegaan natuurlijk. Nederland-Duitsland hebben we natuurlijk met z'n allen zitten kijken. Doniel Malen die daar zijn debuut mocht maken. Nou. En een debuut maken kun je op verschillende manieren doen, maar dit was natuurlijk een prachtig debuut, hè?
Hij straalt echt.
Hij straalt.
Het is echt ongelooflijk.
Scoren in Duitsland tegen Duitsland, de aartsrivaal van Nederland, en dan uiteindelijk als winnaar van het veld stappen. En dan ook nog eens een paar dagen later in de basis mogen starten tijdens je tweede interland tegen Estland. Hè? Gisteren met 4-0 gewonnen. Ja. Dus hele mooie dagen voor Doniel Malen. We zien hier ook Denzel Dumfries, die startte in de eerste wedstrijd tegen de Duitsers, zat gisteren op de bank, maar die glimlach van Denzel die zal ook wel weer straks lekker te zien zijn hier op de hertgang, denk ik zo. Ja, wat wel leuk was, Doniel Malen die komt natuurlijk van Arsenal en er waren ook wat supporters van Arsenal die keken naar de wedstrijd Nederlands-Duitsland. Ja. En die vroegen zich toch af of ze die Doniel misschien niet iets te vroeg hadden laten gaan. Hè.
Verbazing hè, over de beslissing van Arsenal.
Het leek wel of ze hem even kwijt waren en of ze hem nu voor het eerst weer zagen shinen daar op het voetbalveld. Donny Malen, come back to Arsenal, staat daar bij Europa League Champions 2020. Ik denk dat hij voorlopig hier prima op zijn plek is en dat hij lekker hier zijn doelpuntjes mag maken. Memphis Depay, daar mogen we ook trots op zijn. Hij speelde zijn 50ste interland namens het Nederlands elftal. Ja, die is natuurlijk hier opgeleid. Dat moeten wij zeker een beetje claimen.
En toen kwam Luc de Jong daar natuurlijk bij. En toen zag ik Gini en toen zag ik Memphis. En toen zag ik Luc. Toen dacht ik, het was een beetje denken aan het jaar.
Het was heel vertrouwd, hè? Het was heel vertrouwd.
2015.
Ze doen het allemaal lekker, die mannen. Ja, zitten in de goede flow Nederlands elftal. Erik Gutierrez, die kende een interlandbreak met twee verschillende gezichten. Twee hele verschillende gezichten. Hij speelde met Mexico tegen de Verenigde Staten. Ja. Maakte zijn eerste interlandgoal. Dat zien we hier. Wordt wel een beetje geholpen door die defensie daar. Nou, hij schuift hem lekker binnen natuurlijk.
Het is 3-0 geworden uiteindelijk?
3-0 gewonnen, ja. Dit is zijn eerste doelpunt voor Mexico. Maar een dag later op de training brak hij een botje in zijn hand. Oh. Hoe dat er allemaal uitziet, dat horen we later. Hij komt deze dagen terug in Eindhoven. En dan horen we waarschijnlijk vrijdag wel van hoofdtrainer Mark van Bommel hoe het met de inzetbaarheid van Erik Gutierrez is.
We gaan dat in de gaten houden natuurlijk. Tot zover, Koen.
Ja, laten we het hierbij houden.
Laten we het hierbij houden. Straks zijn we bij je terug en dan praten we uitgebreid verder met Ryan Thomas over zijn afgelopen jaar en nog heel veel meer. Tot na de reclame.
Ik kan gewoon Nederlands praten. Even kijken, sorry.
Ja, welkom terug bij PSV TV, deze uitzending met Ryan Thomas. Ryan, about last year you say it was a tough year also for your girlfriend. It was also a period you seemed a little depressed sometimes. Can you describe those moments, how hard?
Most of the time from maybe 4 or 5 months when you start doing some good stuff outside or some good stuff in the gym. Every day you're pushing your body to basically the limit that it can take. Mm-hmm. And most of the time you're coming away having pain or something's gone wrong, you couldn't finish a certain exercise or something like that. So most of the time you're walking away from the training thinking, I wish that went better, or I wish that went a different way. So it was difficult to come in every day and want to do better, but sometimes your body just can't take it or couldn't take it at that time. Yeah. So there's certain moments in especially the last maybe 4 or 5 months where it got quite difficult for me to keep maybe 100% focused or or that sort of thing. But
Because sometimes you had the feeling it was going a little backwards, eh?
yeah. Obviously, you always have the thing 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But a lot of the time, it felt maybe 2 steps forward and 2 or 3 steps back. So it was difficult, but I had the support staff here, especially with the physio Rob.
Yeah, Ouderland, yes.
Yeah, Rob Ouderland. He was brilliant for me, and he made sure that I knew everything I was doing was the right thing to do, and how I was doing it was the right way to do it. So that made a big difference in the end as well.
And who was the one that gave you the advice to talk with Ruud van Nistelrooy?
Rob was the
Yeah?
because obviously he's very experienced in this sort of injury, and he knows that probably Ruud is the one guy who's probably got the best example of having this injury and coming back stronger and going on to bigger and better things. So it was nice to be able to pick his brain a little bit and see what things are good and what things doesn't really matter if it goes wrong.
He told you to write things down also.
Just take sort of mental notes of where you're at that moment as.
And when you were a little bit further, you
and then when you're a month further, you look back and say, I am moving forward. It doesn't feel like it, but you are going in the right direction. So I mean, those sort of moments with him were very important as well.
Yeah, because you talked a lot of times with him, or a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah. But like I said, the things that he said and the way he said them made a big difference to how I sort of had an outlook on the rehab. So that was definitely a good thing.
Yeah, good talking to him. So we're going a little more than a year back in time, going to that first training. Can you remember that moment of the first training? It not happened in the first training.
Yeah.
I think it was the fourth.
Yeah, fourth training.
But this is the first training. Can you remember what was your feeling at this moment? Because you just came to PSV over here.
Yeah, it was obviously nice. I mean, it's something as a player you hope to do. You obviously played a certain amount of years at a club, and you want to make that next step. And obviously PSV gave me the confidence that they wanted me, and it was nice that I was able to come in then and train for the first day. A little bit nervous, but just enjoyed it. Just enjoyed being at a top club.
Yeah, you were nervous over here.
Yeah, of course.
Because you wanted to prove. And
yeah, of course. Like the first training, you want to make sure the players know you're a good player and that sort of thing. So obviously a little bit of nervousness comes in, but more just happy to be in there on the field.
So we have nothing from that fourth training, but remember that moment. Try to go back to that moment. What happened exactly when it went wrong for you? Do you remember that moment?
Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to forget it. It was the day before the game. We always do an old against young sort of little game at the end.
You were with the old guys, I think.
Yeah, I think I was. 23 years old with the old guys doesn't really happen very often. But we played like a 4 against 4, and I think it was one moment where I went to block a shot, come off the inside of my calf and went a little bit, maybe a meter to my left, and without thinking, obviously, sort of kind of jumped to block the shot, and the ball was basically directly against my leg, the back of my leg, my heel, and the players come in and sort of just hit it as hard as he could, and my leg's just kind of gone like that. And at the moment I didn't think much of it. I thought it hurt, but it wasn't really like something's wrong, like something's not right.
You were not in pain, like
no, like
no.
It felt like when you get a ice painter.
Yeah.
When you get a dead leg, it kind of felt like that, but just on my knee.
Right.
So I ran it off the last 10-15 minutes. I trained, I did everything, no problems. I went to the physio and said, I don't think something may have happened. And over the weekend, the scans and the things obviously came back saying that I had torn my ACL. So I don't think I'll ever be able to forget the moment and how it happened and everything around that moment.
But when was the moment when you realized this isn't good? Because you say when it happened, it was like,
It was the time the physio or the doctor from last year that did my medical, Stein. He basically come in on the Monday morning. It happened on the Friday.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd see how it is over the weekend. The fluid was basically gone. There was still a little bit in there. But yeah, we came in on the Monday morning, and he'd come back from wherever he was, and he checked my knee and did the ACL test. Pull the shin and do all that. Yeah, whatever that is. And directly he pulled the knee and went like that a little bit. Had a little bit of a that's not right. And then directly I thought there's something wrong here. And then he basically did one movement and said we need to get a scan. And then from then I knew something was wrong and there was going to be a problem. And from then I was just hoping it wasn't going to be what it was.
And then the call came.
Yeah, so I did the scan in the afternoon. At the time I was still staying at the hotel. So did the scan, went back to the hotel, and then the doc came in and messaged me and said, we need you to come back. And then I knew. Yeah. There's only one outcome from that. So.
Yeah. One of the most terrible days in your life? I think.
For sure. I mean, my girlfriend's very rarely, if ever, see me cry, and I think that was the one time where I thought, a time like this, just coming to the club that I wanted to come to, and then this happening.
Exactly, it ruined all your plans.
Yeah, at the time it felt like that. So that was sort of the whole bad memory behind that.
And now we're positive again.
And now positive again. So no worries now.
We are going to follow you the rest of the season, and we hope to see you very much on the pitch playing with PSV, and wish you the best luck. Thanks for being here. Koen, jij bedankt dat jij hier wilde zijn. En wij gaan hier dus afsluiten met Ryan Thomas. Komende vrijdag dan zijn we bij je terug. En dan gaan we natuurlijk uitgebreid vooruitblikken op de wedstrijd PSV tegen Vitesse. Bedankt voor het kijken en graag tot vrijdag.
Dit programma werd mede mogelijk gemaakt door de premium partners van PSV en Brainport Eindhoven.